So how about you tell us who you are, how old you
Alright.
are, and what school you went to?
What?
What?
The second one?
What school you went to?
Alright, so high school?
How about name, age, college?
Alright, so my name is Eduardo Corona. I'm 20 years old and I go to San Diego State University.
Okay. What makes Reality Changers different from any other business?
Business? Well, Reality Changer is an organization that helps build first generation college students. And what we do here best is just come together as a family. Everybody that goes through the program end up loving it so much they always come back. I noticed that once I graduated high school, I did not hang out with any of my friends from high school. I only hanged out with the people here that graduated with me at Reality Changers because they're only positive influences, and that's what I want to do.
Can you tell us a little bit about your story and how you ended up here?
Alright, so my story, well, my background. I lived here in City Heights my whole life, and City Heights is known for gang violence and as well the capital of probation, and it's been described from Union Tribune itself as the Roaring Core of America's finest city. So growing up here, it was, I would say it was difficult because my parents were never around. They were usually just working constantly, never got home till like nighttime, 10:30. So me, my brother, my sister, we all grew up by ourselves. We always hang out in the streets, running around, doing crazy stuff. But you know, since my sister joined a gang, my brother joined a gang, so I followed through and joined a gang as well because that was my only surroundings. So I was just playing my part and being basically a thug in the streets until one day I had to do community service for this AVID program at Mission Bay High School, and I had to do the community service. I started doing community service at the YMCA, and there at the YMCA, that's when I met Christopher Yana, founder of Reality Changers. I'm not used to having people come up to me because they're usually afraid, because I always just randomly just stay like this. Now picture this, skin bald, big baggy shirt, big baggy pants. So nobody will actually come up to me like. So when he came up to me, it kind of surprised me, caught me off guard. He's like, "Hi, my name's Christopher Yana. What's your name?" And I was like, "What do you want?" You know, especially since I'm not. Well, he was white, so especially since he was white, so it was kind of weird. I thought he was like a probation officer or something. What's going on? Kind of confused me. He started talking about the program and how he can help me go to college and all this. College didn't really matter to me because it was never really spoken to me. I didn't know anybody that ever went to college from my neighborhood until I ended up joining the program. Gave an application, I filled it out, and that's where my story starts. I ended up being here at the program, and I was doing it good. I love the people here, the staff members and my peers. They used to help me with my homework, help me with SAT words, and a decent meal that I really loved. I kept coming back every week. Little by little, I stopped hanging out with the wrong crowd, but one day I decided to hang out with a couple of friends I haven't hanged out in years, and that very same night I got arrested and I was facing 6 years. I didn't know what to do, where to go, who to talk to, so I decided to go back to Chris Brianna, told him about my situation, and decided to help me out. We went to court. At court, I introduced to my lawyer. They talked about the program. He pulled out one of the yearbooks, gave it to my lawyer. My lawyer went inside the courtroom, came back out asking for another copy because the judge wanted a personal copy. Me and Chris looked at each other. All right, here. She goes back in, comes back out, asking for 2 more because the district attorney, people are trying to lock me up, wanted his own personal copy as well. So me and Chris looked at each other again and were like, that might be good. As soon as I went in there, the judge was looking straight into my eyes. And he told me, "What are we going to do with you?" Sadly, I looked down. I'm like, "I don't know." And that's when he told me, "Eduardo, I'll give you 1 month to prove to me that you are this man in this yearbook, not the kid the cops arrested." And during that month, I took advantage. I doubled my GPA to 3.8. I got 13 letters of recommendation, and I applied for a mechanical engineering course at UCSD Academic Connection during the summer. And plus that, I also got expelled from school during that time because of the crime I did. So I went to a different school where it was run by this rival gang, and since I was the only one there, constantly got beatings and all this, but I still managed through. I managed to like focus on my goal. That was to get good grades. I managed through, and the judge allowed me to go to Academic Connections. So there, it was just a big culture shock for me. I never actually left City Heights until that moment. We arrived UCSD, so I saw this beautiful campus and fresh air. Actually, I saw grass on the field. We usually don't see that over here, but it was just wonderful. But again, I was skin ball, big baggy pants, big baggy shirt, big baggy pants, my Nike Cortezes, and as soon as I walked in my classroom, everybody turned around and like they were wondering, what is he doing here? I just again ignored it, and I sat at the back of the classroom. 3 weeks passed, and at the end of the course, I got 2 of the main top prizes, design projects of the class, which made me really happy because these kids came with their calculators, books, everything. They were ready for this class. They were nerds, right? They were nerds, and I just simply came with a wooden pencil behind my ear, and I still managed to pull it off and beat these kids. I beat them. That was the only 2 projects in the class. I beat them, which felt really good because you know what, like I'm actually capable of doing something. And surprisingly, that's actually one of my defining moments there, because I finally figured out that I was able to do something. So I came back, told the judge about it, dropped the case. He dropped the case. Unfortunately, my friend that got arrested with me, he's still in jail right now because of the crime. He didn't. They gave him a month as well, but he did not change. I went to Academic Connections 2 more years in a row. Second class, I took a marine invertebrate class where I got to dissect animals I never even seen before, and I spent time in the beach taking classes and got to swim with sharks, which I loved. I never done that before. Then my 3rd year, I took a robotics class where I got to build my own little robot, program it, make it do whatever I wanted it to do. I loved it. Senior year, it was the most important year for me because that's when I knew, I worked so hard to get here, arrive here. So we spent most of the time from like 12 all the way to 1 in the morning, just like college applications, UC applications, and the essays, the scholarships. I'm like, it was really hard work, but that was my first year taking AP classes as well in school. So I was really challenging myself a lot. All that happened, and I finally started getting the acceptance letters. The first school I got accepted to was San Francisco State University. Second school, I got accepted. I forgot which one it was. But the third school, I applied to 18 schools. And after the second one, it was all denied. Man, it was heartbreaking because my goal was to go to college, but no college would take me. And we figured out that since I got expelled my freshman year, something about I was missing a whole semester worth of grades. And because I went to this other school, the school wasn't a real school. And we were able to fix it and told them that there were real credits there and all this. So UC Riverside accepted me. I went to Riverside and they denied me once I got there, which sucked. I'm finally here. Then it's like, oh, we gave up the spot. I was like, oh. So sadly, I came back down to San Diego, and I thought I wasn't really gonna go to college until instead of like being at home and whining about things, I decided to come back here, Reality Changers, and still help out, volunteer. And that's when Chris offered me the spot to be here and gave me a job. And after he told me, he gave me a job, he said, you want to start a new chapter for the program. And at that moment, I didn't really, I was just in depression mode, probably, basically. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And he told me, what school you want to go help out. I pointed down the street, like my middle school, Wilson Middle School, the school where everybody thinks is a bad ghetto school. So we arrived there, and we told the principal, like, give us your top 40 students that need our help. And they gave us like around 60. And that's because, like, some of them did the assembly. That's where I knew, like, I need to make an impact here in my neighborhood. And we picked 12 of them, and I'm currently working with them. I currently have 22 students, and they're amazing. These kids are amazing. And what really is, I don't know, what goes around comes around. That's the saying. Actually, one of these kids got in trouble with the law, so I had to go to court with him, like Chris did, like 4 years ago. And I was sitting in court with him, and I told him everything about myself. Then he started talking, and I asked him, like, who's your older brother and sister? And he mentioned a name, and I started thinking, like, wait, I know that name. And it turns out this guy was my student was the younger brother of my friend. I got arrested 4 years ago. So I'm actually helping the younger generation now, and that what really caught my attention. I'm like, wow, okay, I need to help out. I really need to help out. And that's why I'm currently here. And when all this was happening, San Diego State found out that I was still in San Diego. And they just called me up, like, hey, you're still in San Diego? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, come over, full ride. And I was just like, okay. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. Seriously, I was just like, tears came down my eyes. I'm like, yeah, finally, Now I'm currently here at Real Junior, and at first I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. That was my goal. Build buildings, build bridges for people to walk on. But now that I'm currently working here at Real Juniors, I want to build first generation college students. And that's my passion right now. I changed my major to psychology. I'm leaning towards social worker. That's what I really want to do. That's my story right now, helping my community.